So tonight we are camping at Fourth Iron Campsite, I should say, down on 302 outside of North Conway. And yeah, I've never been here before in all my adventures to the Whites, so.
And is this snow? Is this snow we're seeing?
We're getting some slight flurries up here.
How cold do you think it is right now?
Mid-20s.
Wow. Winter camping.
Should dip into the teens tonight. Might wake up with a little bit of snow on the ground.
Got my hammock set up here. It's underneath my tarp. We've got my hammock is in the Warbonnet sock. I of course have the Warbonnet Blackbird, and I have the Wookie 0 degree underquilt. It's a full length underquilt. And this sock is going to zip me all the way in, so it's going to help keep some of the heat in and block the wind. And inside my hammock I have two quilts, 10 degree Enlightened Equipment Revelation Hammock Edition quilt, and then I have a 40 degree Enlightened Equipment Revelation stock quilt on top of that. So I should be plenty toasty. In my storage area here, I've got a pair of heated socks. So they're just kind of like an ordinary pair of socks, but inside they have like a heat pad that's going to be heated up by this battery powered thingamajiggy, which is also rechargeable. So I wear those on top of my normal socks. Then I wear these Dutch wear up booties over those to really hold the heat in. Then for when I want to step outside of my hammock, but I don't want to either take my booties off or get them dirty, I made these Dyneema booty covers out of just some scrap Dyneema material I bought off of Dutchware's website. And you can see my really bad sewing job, but it's doing the trick. I'm using, actually, this is a rubber band that I'm using as the elastic, and it actually works really great. I got the idea from these really cheap Chinese boot covers that I was using that ripped, and so I was looking for something that was stronger than like a plastic bag material, and these are both strong and they are extremely lightweight. They weigh less than an ounce. So this is actually a really nice campground, and we pulled up, we were the only car here. There's no one else staying here. The downside, it's not a drive-in campsite. You park in the parking lot and you hike to the camp spots, but they're all kind of like tucked back in the woods, and you have the sound of the river. And there are 8 sites, so we're at site 1. They also have 3 and 4 and 5 to 8 here, and they have a toilet. Most importantly, there are bear boxes, which is amazing, especially since like you can't have your car here, obviously. So instead of having to hang your food, which you'd normally have to do if you're camping out in the middle of the woods, they have these bear boxes you can store your food in, and the bears cannot get your food. So this is the toilet, and it seems to be cleaned pretty regularly, because according to this, it was just cleaned yesterday. And pretty clean in here, and look at all the toilet paper. So if you camp here, You don't have to worry about bringing your own toilet paper. Sean is cooking some steak tips over the fire, and he accidentally dropped one of the steaks. He's attempting to rescue it now. We've got some rice cooking in the pot and some meatballs cooking in the tin foil. How is it?
It's good. The what kind of cheese did you grate for us?
Pecorino Romano.
That and the butter, salt and pepper with the rice, and these are the bourbon glazed turkey meatballs from On the Vine.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got over there, cutie?
I got the same rice plus these are the steak tips.
House marinated.
House marinade. I think it was some kind of Asian sauce, and I forget what else, but it's pretty good. It's pretty tender and decent fire cooked food. I've got this in my Fazels dish. It unsnaps and becomes a flat plate as well, or cutting board, or whatever you want to use it for. So it's very packable.
Sean is trying out a bivy bag for the first time. He said he stayed nice and cozy, but it was a little tight since he's a side sleeper.
Nice little beach.
Yeah. Well, I bet when it's warm, you know, you could probably swim over and hang out on those rocks over there. It's nice and smooth.
Just as you get out of the parking lot to go toward the Fourth Iron, which is that way. I don't know if this is still used, but there's a pile of rails over there. Like they were gonna work on it at some point. Really cool bridge here. You can see the same river we just saw down below. Sean and I are hiking the Mount Tremont trail to Mount Tremont. Pretty view along the river. This is a 52 with a view mountain. One that neither of us has done yet.
Cascading waterfall.
Beautiful views of Mount Washington climbing up this mountain. This trail is very steep at the end, and it seems to go on forever. It's very challenging. Here's a nice little lookout right by the top of Tremont Mountain. Here's the summit. Here's Baby 2 enjoying a nice The Bruce beer on top of Mount Tremont. How's it taste?
It's a good beer. I like it. Great Awakening. I think this is the first beer I've had by them.
Yep.
And it's good.